Hello, everybody. It's Friday again. Weekend is almost there. It's a lot nicer weather this week than it was last week. But it's time for our little weekly garden tour. So let me quickly take you along to, well, at least what I promised last week. We're going to put in garlic. So let's quickly have a look. Well, as I told you last week, the beans are harvested. So now we have a perfectly empty plot here. And as I said, we're gonna put garlic in. So, we're gonna have 9 garlic cloves in one plot. Make sure you choose and pick, because you can just use the garlic that you have in your kitchen. You don't need to buy special garlic for this or something. Just make sure you pick nice big thick cloves, because that is apparently, or actually, I don't know the science behind it, but just based on experience, is if you put in big cloves, you actually get garlics with big cloves. If you put in tiny cloves, you get garlic balls with tiny cloves. I don't know exactly why, but that's how it looked like. They have to go in relatively deep, so make sure you make serious holes, like a finger deep, 5-6 centimeters, like that. And then they're gonna put in top up, so like the little pot where the roots already kind of used to be. And you put that down, and then you put them in perfectly like that. So it's as easy as that. And if you plant over winter, you of course don't really have to consider the combination with other plants that might not like garlic. If you do garlic again in spring, you might want to think about it. And one of the plants that really goes well with garlic, they love garlic, is strawberries. So that's something more for spring. Now it's not that important, because of course your vegetable garden will now get emptier and emptier. But that's fine. Of course, that is how it should be. So then have a little quick look. Look, my kale is just sprouting. And of course, a kale is a relatively big plant. And in one plot this big, like 30 by 30 centimeters, you can only have one kale. So what are we gonna do? We're gonna kill one. Unfortunately, but necessary. So the smallest one goes out, and the biggest one, we leave it to grow full size. And the same is what we're gonna do with the little pak choi that came later. Here too, one has to go out. It is best to do it like with little scissors, because if you pull, you have a big chance to actually damaging the roots of the other little one that is next to it. So better just use scissors. And then we have spinach. You see it here too. But as you kind of like pick spinach small, you don't need to get rid of the second little one next to each other. And the same goes for like the first lamp lettuce that comes up. There goes the same. You don't really need to trim. So then what else? Well, of course, my pâtisson is still going strong. So much looking forward. I found a recipe to kind of like make them in the oven when they're still really, really small, because then you don't have to take the skin off, so you don't have to peel them. You can just eat them. You cut them in half and eat them completely. So I'm very much looking forward to making that sometime next week. Then what else is for today? Oh, we're gonna get out, you know, like really, really last tomatoes. Look, plants are horrible looking already. But there are still some nice red, really beautiful tomatoes. So I'm gonna pick these, or at least I'm gonna pick 3 now, or 4 for our salad tonight. I mean, of course, you see there's still a lot of green ones. They won't ripen anymore. It's not warm enough. I mean, for the weekend now, there is still like reasonable temperatures forecasted. So I do leave a few like for tomorrow and Sunday. But then it is for sure pretty much over with the tomatoes. So then we can remove the plants and look forward for a new season next year. This is our nice barbecue beast. Oh, and then I want to show you, I have no idea, I was relatively late this year with sowing the bell peppers. I have no idea whether they're still gonna color enough. They are bought as red ones, so but we'll see. As said, there's still some nice sunny weather forecasted for the coming days. So if they are like in the sun pretty much all day, it might work out. Well, that's actually pretty much it. It's gonna get quicker and quicker, of course, because the garden is gonna get emptier and emptier. But nevertheless, it is nice to make a little round and to, you know, enjoy all the flavors and all the little plants that are still doing their utmost best to look good. Like here, my timian, of course, that will be okay like whole winter. And then of course the Swiss chard, that is definitely again on the menu this week, the coming week. As long as you take like the larger leaves, you use them, you eat them, the plant will keep making new leaves in the middle, and definitely until it's like really, really freezing temperatures. So that is nice. That is gonna be lovely next week. So, and then we keep an eye on the pumpkin. We'll see. I might have been too late this year. And the same goes for my zucchini. Of course, it wasn't too late. I've been harvesting, but it's still going strong. It keeps making little ones. So that is just really depending on how the temperatures during the day and how much sun we're gonna have during the day the next few weeks. So, well, it was a quick round. I don't think there is anything else really going on. Oh, besides the fact, I don't know how it's with your garden, but we keep getting strawberries. And that is another one thing that our doggy just loves. So, nice seat. Here you go, honey. So, we both wish you a really, really nice weekend, and we will be back with a little garden tour next week Friday. Bye bye.